Most of us have a burnout cycle, not like we're burned out, but like there's a cycle and a rhythm to the burnout. Hi, my name's Tamerlee Rose. I'm the founder of the Beyond Human Method. I've been coaching people for 15 years, and one of my specialties is getting people out of the burnout cycle. I just did today's podcast episode. We talked all about the burnout cycle, how to get out of it, yada, yada, yada. But one of the things that I wanted to bring to you, darling, is that you probably have a cycle of burnout, meaning like your burnout cycle may be a week. Like maybe you go, do, and you crash on the weekend. Maybe it's like twice a month. Maybe it's once a month. Maybe it's once a year. Like I've actually had a client who like would go for 10 months and then crash for 2 over the summer. It was like insane. We all have a burnout cycle, and we have the burnout cycle because we're stuck in a patriarchal framework, a framework that wasn't built for us, not made for us, and doesn't work for us. But one of the benefits of the crashing and burning of all of the systems and the patriarchy crumbling is that we are going to be rebuilding our systems in a completely new way. And when we rebuild the systems, we get to say how we're going to function in the system and what the system is actually going to be. Us women aren't meant to live in a 24-hour producing cycle. That's actually a man's cycle. A feminine cycle, a divine feminine cycle, relies on us to ebb and flow, relies on us to be intuitively connected to our body, and relies on us really taking recuperation from like the go do and the hustle. And sure, it takes something to change the framework you're living in. I know that because that's what I help people do, is like to actually change the framework. It takes something. It takes change. It takes commitment. It takes doing things differently. And so if I was to give you like 3 tips to really focus on to shift it, I would say get a good night's rest. A woman really needs 8 to 9 hours of rest every night. And that means like good rest. That means the kind of rest that you don't have screens on before you go to sleep. If you're lucky enough to really rework your life, you wouldn't wake up to an alarm, but like really allowing the body to completely rest and relax for 8 to 9 hours a night and finding that sweet spot. If you drink alcohol, I would recommend taking that out of the process, because that's going to help you get a better night's sleep. I would say also one of my biggest number 1 recommendations, take a bath. Take a bath before you go to bed. Like a bath will completely encompass your entire body, which is where your nervous system is, and it's going to calm it down and slow it down. If you think ice baths are good for you, that's red pill mansphere propaganda. They're actually only good for men, not women. I know, eye opener. So you have baths, good night's rest, and learn to meditate. If you're interested in meditating, you never meditated before, I have an easy 20 to 20 program, which means in 20 days, you'll be meditating for 20 minutes. If you've never done it before, but you can like maybe meditate for 5 minutes, then this is the program for you. It's free. You know where it is. But meditation is going to rework your system to calm it down. Now, 20 minutes is the sweet spot, scientifically speaking. I've been meditating for like 12 years. So I am all about it. Is the number 1 thing I recommend. So top 3 things you can do to calm your nervous system, rewire your nervous system, and start to build your own new framework. 1, good night's rest. 2, baths to calm at night before you go to bed. 3, learning to meditate. I actually have tips for 30 days in a row. I actually have like a 30-day program, but those would be my top 3 to get you started. So burnout doesn't have to be the way of life. I want you to actually consider, like, what would it be like if I was like calm? I didn't have a cycle. I didn't burn out. I didn't crash and burn. Like I was just consistently like calm. I was consistently available. I was consistently doing my thing. What would that be like? That's what's possible.